Helping to change our native Arizona soil from something lifeless and terracotta looking to something more fertile that can grow our vegetables isn't that hard, but it does take a little bit of time. So I'm going to show you two things that I do to help to transform our soil. Trigger warning, you're going to see bugs, and this will take patience. Tip 1, mulch and moisture. When I first moved into this garden, this is the soil that I was working with. It is really hard and compacted because it's a very heavy clay. It's drying out now, so it's starting to crumble, but you could see this would be very difficult for fine roots to penetrate. It doesn't have a lot of aeration. It doesn't do much for the garden. However, over time, I put wood mulch and straw mulch and other things onto the ground. I watered it, and I didn't care how much rain got onto it. And look what's happened to the soil over time. I'm starting to get this absolutely rich O horizon and A horizon of beautiful topsoil from all of these things that have broken down. I also leave plant litter and things on here. If I dig far enough, eventually I'll get to the terracotta layer again, but that's all going to change as this layer of soil builds up. So, tip 1, mulch and moisture. Tip 2, above ground planters. So in this wine barrel that I have a fig tree. Been watering it and taking care of it. And all the moisture and everything that runs down out of this planter onto the ground helps to create microenvironments for very beneficial creatures underneath this planter. So when I lift up this planter, you're going to see some worm castings, you'll see some other critters, probably some roly-polies, maybe a few of the roaches, but they're not bad. It's just a native Arizona thing around here. But the point is that I've helped to not only transform the soil under this planter, I have created a source of free worm castings that I can use around my garden. So let me flip this around and show you. Trigger warning, this is where you may see the bugs. So take a look at that. That is some beautiful worm castings right there. And I take those worm castings and I put them in my garden, and they help to nourish my garden. And look at this soil. This soil used to be that hard terracotta, and now look how beautiful it is. So many nutrients and bits of organic matter in here. So those are two things that you can do to help transform our native Arizona soil into something more fertile. Get yourself some mulch, make sure that you have some moisture, and get yourself a few above ground planters. I hope that you found this informative, and until next time and every time, save the soil.